Hello YouTube, Johnny Reagan here, and I'm going to do a tutorial video on infantry and space combat for the game Angels Fall First, a game that is developed by Strangely Interactive and has recently come on Steam Early Access. Angels Fall First is a FPS slash space combat game. Um, Really cool mating of a couple different genres. However, it's somewhat complex. Some people are lost in the sauce with how do you do some basic stuff. Hopefully this video will explain. On a side note, I don't typically make YouTube videos with commentary and whatnot. I lack professional microphones and software and all that, so if this comes off as low budget or low effort or whatever, I apologize. I just want to get the information out there. So without further ado, let's get cracking on this. I'm going to do a bot match without any AI, primarily so I don't die and I can just explain simple things that you guys can grasp here. Let's go ahead, mission timer, briefing room timer. Okay, looks good. So let's get cracking. Alright, so when you join a server, you're going to be greeted with this screen. Pick a team, pretty obvious. The difference between the two teams is mostly aesthetic. However, there is some difference in weaponries. The Emperor side has like an auto shotgun, whereas the other side has like a pump action shotgun. Little things like that, nothing too crazy. You can mess around with that later on. We'll just fight for the Empire. Okay, so when you load in the map, you choose your team. You're gonna always spawn in this area. This is like the flagship. Okay. For multiplayer, I wouldn't recommend coming out here. Just stay in this little pod here and hit F, and that'll ready you up. When everyone's ready, then the match will start, or you have to wait for the timer to go down. However, if you are not multiplayer, you want to experience the coolness that the devs put in here, you'd hit use on this console and it'll actually play a briefing here on the hologram. Pretty neat little thing they've done for the mission, so you can kind of gauge why you're doing what you're doing. But let's say we're a multiplayer, we'll just hit use. Then you'll pick your commander. In this case, we'll vote the AI because whoever wants to command. And then you'll be brought up here where you see a cool little cutscene. Like I said, the devs add this little touches, little things that kind of immerse you in the world that they're creating, this universe. Those are our landing ships landing. And next we should be brought up to the spawn screen. And here we are. So before we go too in depth with all of this, you need to know some real basics, okay? This up here on the top left, where it says deploy points, these are the spawn zones, okay? This is A1, this is A2, and the silverback buggy, if you have a vehicle that you can spawn in, it'll show right here. Whether it's a buggy or a Draka tank, whatever. You'd click this and then you choose your loadout and a dropship will fly it and drop you off. The better you do, the better vehicles you can hop into. But before we do any of this, let's go to the big question, the loadout. So, a lot of stuff to take in here. I'll try to break this down Barney style so you can understand. So on the top left, you have your rank. You have three different ranks, three different levels. Not unlike other FPSs, you gain experience. That experience allows you to level up. Those levels allow you to carry more weapons. Now you can carry any weapon you want. However, you have to meet the criteria. So, what you need to understand is the requisition points cost on the bottom right here. You have CMB, which is combat, COM, which is command, and SUP, which is support. So when you play the game and you kill people, blow stuff up, etc., you'll get combat points, combat XP. When you follow orders, give orders, play objectives, you'll get command requisition points. And if you heal people, drop ammo, repair, you'll get support requisition points. By doing this, this kind of indicates up here with your items and whatnot. So, for instance, let's get rid of this real quick. Yeah, you have your sidearms, your primary, secondary, explosives, and kits. Your primary and secondary are both the same in terms of what weapons you can equip. Everything from a lowly machine pistol, submachine gun, all the way to a rocket launcher, or for the other guys, it's like a giant rail gun. It's pretty cool stuff. But you'll note on the right here, these bar graphs. This indicates how many requisition points are needed to field that weapon. So for instance, this AVEX EVR plasma pack round gun requires 70 combat points. So as you can see, it's 70 out of 140. Whereas, say, this MNL system, it's like a grenade launcher, shoots out a bunch of grenades, also requires 25 support. So let's say I pick this MNL, okay, and then I want to carry a secondary weapon because, well, I don't want to just carry the grenade launcher. Well, I can't, I might not be able to carry, like, say, well, I guess I can carry pretty much anything because I've been playing for a bit. But you might not be able to field, say, a standard battle rifle. You might have to suck it up and play with this SMG. So you want to keep tabs on this, okay? Your requisition points. Secondly, let's get the standard rifle. Secondly, you're going to see below a bunch of little miniature icons here. This is stuff like reduces weapon encumbrance, so increases mobility, quicker reload, um, faster time for aiming down sights. That's what the cogs are for. Then you have your barrel. So it's like heavy marksman barrel, better damage at mid range. Uh, this different little things right here for your barrel. Here's your underbarrel attachment, which some weapons have, some don't. Your 25 millimeter, in this case, it's a rocket launcher, not a grenade launcher. It's good for vehicles, splash damage. This right here is a shield projector, and what this does is it projects a shield. And when you click it, not only does it block bullets coming in, but it doesn't block bullets going out. So it's kind of like a riot shield for your weapon. You actually get support points for protecting people behind you with the shield. It's pretty awesome. So you can pop it and then shoot people while they can't hit you. And it's got a certain amount of health before it goes away, but you get 4 charges of those. Then you got a flamethrower attachment, and this is like a hip fire accuracy thing. It's actually pretty useful. Should note that that's for your weapon select. So you'll have like maybe full auto semi, and then your next weapon select is whatever barrel attachment you have attached, except for the hip fire clamp because that's just a modifier. And then finally you got your bullseye, and this of course is your red dot sights, ACOGs, whatever you want to call them in the future. Next we'll have our sidearms. Again, carry an SMG, maybe a pistol, revolver, but here we got the KMD multi-wrench. Now what this is it's like a med gun from Team Fortress 2. You can use it to heal teammates, you can use it to revive teammates that are dead but bleeding out. They can hit F to escape and go back to the main menu, or if you're nearby you can res them. Also, you can use it to repair consoles and damaged consoles, vehicles, etc. And this will give you support tickets. So you might want to, as a standard, carry this multi-wrench tool. It's extremely useful for your team. Next we have explosives. You have a grenade. Now you should note that the grenades, just like these gears and stuff over here, you could pick different type of grenade warheads. Anything from a smoke to a flashbang. This kills armor, which, keep in mind, armor and health are 2 separate things. I'll explain here in a minute. EMP charge, incendiary, and fragmentation, just a standard boom. Let's see, let's pick this and then we'll get rid of it. Kit. Kit's a support-centric loadout. So you can have a motion detector. You can drop a med pack, which people can stand next to and it'll heal them. An ammo pack, which a lot of people could definitely use. A flamethrower turret, auto sentry, I should say, and then a machine gun auto sentry. We'll go ahead and just grab a munitions pack real quick here, and yep, I can afford it. And then finally up here, you could choose: do you want a light armored, medium armor, or heavy armor suit? And then of course you can modify them with additional armor, quicker reloads, things of that sort, faster health regen or armor regen. Anyways, we'll deal with this. So we click apply, so now we have that as our loadout. We click tac map, and then we'll spawn here A1. So we click up on the top left is A1, and we click deploy, and here we are. So our objective is to attack some points here. Before we do that, let me explain. It's not shown because I haven't taken any damage. Let me see if I can take some damage here. If you look up on the upper right, see, this should do it. There we go. So you have bio 100 red and arm, right now it's 48. But look at my arm meter. Watch this. Alright, notice how it's going back up. So bio is your health and arm is your armor. Your armor can regenerate on its own if you haven't taken any damage after a short amount of time. Your bio, your health, doesn't regen. That requires a med kit, but your armor can revive itself over time, or regen itself. Hit X and I'll switch your fire mode from full auto to 3. Some it's like 4-round burst and semi. There's all kinds of different fire modes. Pull out your med kit and you'll see the blue icon. Hold down fire and you'll drop it. And then people just walk over. So I shot that magazine. Let me just burn through this ammo real quick. Okay, now on the bottom right, I have 0 bullets left, and those gray squares to the right, I have 5. Those are my magazines, so watch what happens when I reload. Now I have 4. Walk over here, wait a second, now I have 5 again. So that's how you reload other people's ammo, including yourself. Now, as you can see, there's the module AI up ahead. The commander gave me that order. So that's where he wants me to head. I can hit escape and it brings me this really cool like 3D map. We're defending, so let's say I actually want to defend. That's indicated by the shield. Attack is a sword. I can just click that and then hit escape again, and that'll be marked on my map. Blue, of course, is friendly, red is enemy. If you see something you want to mark as enemy or friendly, hit G, and that will mark whatever is enemy or friendly, depending on if you can actually see the point. I can see this, I guess, but maybe not. This works for starfighters as well. And that about does it. Pretty simple. I mean, it's a first-person shooter, so that should conclude. Oh, one more thing here. Let me go ahead and deploy, and I'll kill myself. All right. Oh. Well, basically, you can spawn the buggy if it's available. I declined it apparently because I didn't die. I just suicided, respawned. So yeah, that concludes the infantry. I will make a second video explaining how to fly, which is pretty complex. So yeah, look forward to that video. Thank you.